The output voltage from the ECM can be either a steady voltage or pulse width modulated, PWM. On-off actuators, relays, and some motors can use either type of signal. Variable position actuators must use a PWM signal. Pulse width modulation is based on a pulsed output at a constant frequency and varying pulse width to obtain the desired results. The time from the start of a pulse to the start of the next pulse is the period of cycle. The pulse width is adjusted by changing the on time as compared with the off time within each of the periods. Each of the cycles shown here has a period of 60 Hz. However, the on-time percentage is expressed as duty cycle. In the example shown here, the duty cycle varies from 25% to 50% and on up to 75%. The higher duty cycle results in a higher effective voltage applied to the actuator. For example, when PWM is used to control a variable position normally open valve, a 25% duty cycle results in a relatively small effective voltage applied, which closes the valve a small amount. Applying a larger duty cycle closes the valve further. The position of the valve varies with the percent of duty cycle input that it receives. A PWM output can also be used to control an on-off actuator. A PWM signal is used with this type of actuator to provide a constant output voltage regardless of the voltage input. A solenoid is a device that converts an electrical signal into mechanical movement. In the example shown here, the ECM supplies power to the coil in the solenoid, creating a magnetic field. This field attracts a rod in the solenoid, pushing the valve closed and stopping fuel from flowing into the high-pressure fuel pump. Relays are devices that use electrical current to open and close circuits upon demand. Relays provide the ability to use a small current flow through the control circuit to move the relay to provide a path for the higher current flow to the load. This is accomplished by passing current through a coil to create a magnetic field and move a lever in the relay from one contact position to another. Substantially less current flow is needed through the coil to move the lever than is used to supply power to the load. Relays are typically used in intake air heater grid circuits, lift pump circuits, and fan control circuits.